No, politics has been just fascinating. Every day, I'm watching at least an hour of just hard politics because I want to see what did Trump sign, what does it do, and I want to see that blonde lady do the White House press conference. I want to see her do her thing because that's always snippy and mean and fun.
What do you think of this? The U.S. is going to take a long-term ownership position in Gaza stuff.
So, all right. So
we're going to war, Taylor. It's what you voted for.
No.
You can't wait to die for Israel, right?
I can't wait.
No,
because if it's ours, then suddenly we need more boots on the ground.
The U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip, and we will do a job with it, too. We'll own it and be responsible for dismantling all of the dangerous unexploded bombs and other weapons on the site, level the site and get rid of the destroyed buildings, level it out, create an economic development that will supply unlimited numbers of jobs and housing for the people of the area. Do a real job, do something different. Just can't go back. If you go back, it's going to end up the same way it has for 100 years.
Well, he
did say today they're not doing that. They're not doing any boots on the ground. Which
I want to address what Brandon just said. They did say that today, right? But previously, Trump said there were boots on the ground. That's what the soldiers would be. He says we're going to have a long-term ownership. They asked him if there was a right for the Palestinian to return. He's like, I don't know why they would. It's going to be so great in Egypt and Jordan. It doesn't have to be one place. It could be lots of places. Trump was very clear. The U.S. is going to go in there in some sort of military takeover, and they shouldn't come back. And then they spent the next few days telling us that he didn't say what he clearly said on video, or the words don't mean what words clearly mean. And this is such a repeated pattern in Trump White Houses that it becomes frustrating. And as the freaking liberal, I'm just trying my best not to be the dog that chases every imaginary ball they pretend to throw.
This is an imaginary ball. This is an imaginary ball.
This is an imaginary ball. Okay.
100%.
Well, as a puppy, it's hard for me to tell. Right,
well, look, here's the thing.
Assuage me too, because I'm really not stoked on this.
All right, when I hear him talk about doing something to Panama, I'm like, he could do that. He could actually do that. But when I hear about him taking over a sovereign nation, and the whole thing was clearly not thought out. That's how you know it's not like a well thought out plan and with gears turning. Everyone around him, including Bibi, was like, what? And Trump's like, it could be the Riviera of the Middle East. He's talking about development, not occupation. He's not envisioning a South Korea, North Korea DMZ or boots on the ground and military checkpoints. He's envisioning mom and pop going for a vacation in Gaza because of all of the wonderful hotels and casinos right there on that beachfront property. He's talking about sending 1.8 million people where no one will take them. Egypt always perennially says they won't take them. And everybody else in the Middle East, the Saudis, the Jordanians, everybody else is like, no, you can't do that. There's a fucking word in their language for something like that horrible happening to them. It's no good, though. They're not going to do it. You can't take 1.8 million people and just
they'll move them.
I'm seeing a failure of imagination in Kyle, quite frankly.
There's some
logistical challenges, sure. Maybe I can't think of any, but I bet they exist.
Last time it happened, there was a literal civil war. They weren't super fond on that.
This isn't going to happen. It's a ball not to follow. He's like, hey, I have just an idea I was throwing out there. Y'all didn't seem to like it, so we moved on. It's going to be that. Yeah, Trump talks about a lot of stuff, so you never know how much focus is going to be on any one thing. But they're talking about resurrecting the Star Wars program as well. They've talked about that a lot. They're calling it the Iron Dome for America or something like that. But it's Star Wars. It's just Star Wars.
Are we gonna make Israel pay for it? A little tit for tat, maybe. We're
gonna build the dome, and Israel's gonna pay for it.
Israel's gonna pay for it. He goes in there to negotiate, and he's like, "These guys are good. They got more out of me."
I don't know. I have a feeling Bibi's gonna fucking activate his golden pager.
I went in there with the highest of expectations. And these guys, they'll get you.
Did that pager not look like a threat?
I thought it was.
I saw that.
It's tasteless. Zach, try to find the golden pager that was given by
Bibi Netanyahu. What the fuck is that about?
It's so insane and tasteless. Like back in the day, Clinton would kill somebody with a missile strike, and he'd be like, the United States doesn't talk about special forces operations. Like he'd be slick about it. Now we're like, we killed them. They begged. There was blood. He shit himself. And Bibi Netanyahu coming with a golden pager to commemorate the 37 people they killed and the 1,000 that they maimed with the pager program is like the most insane and tasteless thing. Like,
First
Press
of
with
all,
both hands. Is that so both hands get injured?
dude, first of all, ugly as sin. Like,
terrible.
we give them $1 jillion every second, and we get some bullshit log with a what's not even that is that real gold?
No, it's a gold plate.
No,
They
there's
spray
no
painted a
way.
pager.
That thing's probably already been glued back up there. Slapshod.
Well, they
bullshit
better
quality.
check it for listening devices and potential explosives.
Yeah, I was thinking that. You X-ray that baby.
You know,
Yeah.
some fucking that's in some intern's desk behind a ballistic glass. There's
Yeah.
no fucking way.
But that was a rest. He's got it
Yeah.
with Tyson's belt. Like I remember Trump did a news interview, and he's just in supposedly the place where his office, and it's just full of like memorabilia, like the free shit he's been given when he goes to a place, like every key to every city and every fighter's belt or whatever. He's just got just piled up on the floor.
This is Trump.
Yeah. I love it. I love the gaudiness.
uh,
I love the tastelessness. I can't wait.
Did you see Trump like pulling out Netanyahu's chair and like pushing it in for him like a fucking butler?
He's an old man.
Trump's an old man.
You don't like that?
No,
Well,
no, that's weak.
to be honest, I'd treat him a little nicer after he gave me a pager too.
Yeah. You never pull a
Man.
chair out for another man, Taylor?
I don't like there's matching gold pager in your pocket.
Yeah,
I'm
there he
really
is.
not a fan.
This is Michael Vick's jersey. Like, he's just got a
This is
pile of
Michael
nonsense
Vick's
there.
jersey.
Dude, I would
It's
like that
before the
stuff.
dog stuff, people.
Who's he showing it to? Jeb Bush's wife?
Yeah, who is that?
That's
It's just someone who wandered in. He was just stoked.
that's
I
his
don't think Trump
WWE
earned
belt. They
Yeah,
were-
I
they
bet
keep
he was
giving to
never
him when he
even in
goes to
there.
these things.
I don't think
Actually,
he's
I was
good
going to
at
say
fighting.
he was never in the ring, but I remember he did that like
Yeah.
Pratt dive onto
Vince
what's it,
McMahon?
Vince McMahon. Yeah. And then he like had his head shaved
Yeah.
in the middle. Dude, Vince McMahon, I've never spent 1 second watching professional wrestling, but when I see that guy, he with the most emotive face maybe on planet Earth of like the like freaking out on the stage. I'm like, okay, I can see how this guy's like a Barnum and Bailey tier showman, like
You know his deal,
putting
right?
on
That's
the
called
show.
cocaine.
Yeah, that's called the little.
You know about the
say,
scandal,
pal.
right?
Little-
You know
little
about the sex
ski.
scandal. You
I
the sex
know what
scandal, right?
you've told me, and I wasn't paying a ton of attention
Yeah, some
when you
rough
were
stuff.
telling me.
Yeah.
Oh, he
rough
was
stuff.
like, "I'm gonna make you fuck this ring girl, and I'm gonna watch you fuck him."
It
that
was
kind of
lots of there was lots of like dirty laundry aired out.